Hello, Bubbly Bears. This week we are going to embark on the letter I. I pray everybody is doing great. I says and I says I. Remember, I is a vowel. I can name the vowels for you and you can name them too. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. And you can name them too. Vowels are the sounds that are in words. They are in between those consonants, the other letters in the alphabet. So this week, let's zoom in and have an iconic week working on the letter I. Let's start with our iBook, my iBook. Let's see what little I finds that begins with the letter I. Make sure you're looking and listening. Little I had a box. I will find things that begin with my I sound, she said. I will put them into my sound box. Little I went skip, skip, skip up a hill. So remember, there's two sounds. Right now we're focusing on the I sound, I. She found inchworms, lots of inchworms. The inchworms wiggled and wiggled. What wiggly inchworms, she said. Inchworm. Did she put the inchworms into her box? She sure did. Then little I found iguanas, lots of iguanas. Inchworms, iguanas. The iguanas wiggled and wiggled. What wiggly iguanas, she said. She put the iguanas into the box with the inchworms. Look at that. But the inchworms did not like the iguanas. The inchworms jumped out of the box. The iguanas jumped too. Away they went. Look at that. The iguanas are trying to get the inchworms, and the inchworms are not happy about that. Little I could not find the inchworms or the iguanas. Take a look. Do you see them? That's called camouflage. There are inchworms right there. When you camouflage, you look like the color of the things that is surrounding you. So the inchworms look like the leaves, don't they? But you can sort of kind of see the iguanas in the trees. She can't find them, though. Then little I found an igloo. Did she put the igloo into her box? She did. Oh, no. Remember, an igloo has to stay where it's very, very, what? Cold. Let's see what happens. Just then, the sun came out. What do you think happened? You're right. The igloo melted. Now, who will help me fill my box? She asked. So now her box is empty again. No iguanas, no inchworms, no igloo. Let's keep reading. A friend came by. I'll help you, he said. We can fill your box with insects. First, they found big green insects, lots of big green insects. Insects, boys and girls, animals like a butterfly, a grasshopper, a bumblebee. Let me see, other insects you might know. A cricket. Those are insects. Ants are insects. Now, they found yellow insects and brown insects. Look at that. Then they found red and black insects. A ladybug is an insect. What else can we do? Asked little L. But remember, insect starts with the letter I. We can make an insect glue, said her friend. We'll have all kinds of insects. So boys and girls, even though they have different names, I want you to remember that they're called insects. Can you read these words with little I? Ink, invitation, instruments, an inn like a hotel. Now, little I has another sound. Sometimes she says her name like ice cream, ice skates, island, ice cubes. So remember, boys and girls, I says and I says I. Good job. Let's look at our eye chart. Say ice cream. Say ice cube. Inchworm. Say inside. Say ink. Say igloo. And say insects. The same things that are in this book we have on our eye chart. All right, let's keep going with the letter I and see what interesting things we're going to do with I. Interesting starts with the letter I. You're going to trace I. Okay, and you're going to trace lowercase I, but let me back up. I didn't tell you how to make the letter I. Where do you start your letters? At the top, at the top. Where do you start your letters? At the top, at the top. If you want to start a letter, then you better remember to start it at the top, upstairs, at the top. Here is uppercase I. Long line, short line, short line. Long line, short line, short line. Long line, short line, short line. You try it. Go. Long line, short line, short line. Long line, short line, short line. Let's look at lowercase I. A short line, a dot, not a lollipop. Short line, a dot, not a lollipop. Short line, a dot, not a lollipop. Does everybody see lowercase I? Sometimes, boys and girls, you want to do this. That's not the letter I. Do you see the difference there? So let's try hard not to work on those right there this week, okay? All right, now we know how to make the letter I, and you'll have a chance to do that this week as always. Let's go back to our activity, okay? All right, here we go. You're going to trace uppercase I's and make some. Trace lowercase I's and make some, and then you are an I detective. You need to find all the letters I. Remember, quality work is the best work. There's quality work. You use a pencil, and you do a good job on that, okay? All right, good job. Your next activity for I looks like this, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Again, uppercase I's, long line, short line, all the way upstairs, all the way across. Lowercase does not go upstairs. Short line, one dot, not a lot, all the way across. This says, is your cat white? Is your cat white? Copy that sentence with quality, and you should draw what there? Oh, cat, that's white. The best way to do that is just draw it with a black crayon and don't color it, okay? Here we go. Look right there. That's what I did. That cat is still white, okay? All right, look at that writing for the sentence. Remember, beginning of a sentence starts with an uppercase letter. Is your cat white? It's asking you a question. I am a question mark. You may ask me why. Every time you see me, your voice will go up high. Huh? Is your cat white? Excellent work there. All right, let's keep going with another I story this morning. All right, remember these activities we will incorporate all week long. So let's keep going. Here we go, boys and girls, right here. You see a beautiful picture on the front of this book. Remember, these pictures were taken with a camera, so we have photographs. A photographer has taken these great pictures. You see igloo. Inch. That's an inch. From 1 to 2 makes an inch. Inside. Ink. Ink's on the inside of markers and ink to print things out with. Iron. Who's ever seen an iron? An island, boys and girls, a body of water called an island. Ice cubes. When you put ice inside of your drink, ice cubes. And they're eating that yummy what? Ice cream. Who likes ice cream? I sure do. All right, listen to this I poem and let's pick out the words that rhyme. In the igloo. Come into the igloo where it's warm and dry. You're invited inside for ice cream and pie. I'll read it again. Come into the igloo where it's warm and dry. You're invited inside for ice cream and pie. Did you pick out the 2 words? Dry, pie, sky, die, why. Those words are what kind of words? Rhyming words. Great job. Boys and girls, you're going to engage in an activity called lacing up. Look very careful right here. Lacing up. You're going to sort these pictures, okay? You're going to sort these pictures. And these pictures don't all start with the letter I, but they may have the I sound in them, like I and I, okay? So you're going to glue, there are 4 pictures that has the I like in pig, I. And there are also 4 pictures that has the I like in fire, I. So say heel, bike, 5, fish, lip, pen, dime, kite. This time you're not doing words that begin with I. You're doing words that have either the short I, like pig, or the long I like fire. Be very careful. Color those pictures. Sort them on, and when you finish, it should look like this. Let me see if I did a good job. Here are the things that have the I as in pig. Ill, fish, lip, pin. Did I do a good job there? Now let's I as fire. Fi, da, kite, bite. Okay, so make sure you lace up well. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Remember, I is a vowel and it makes two sounds. I and I. Pig and fire. I. Okay? All right. Remember, every week we do our book. We have the words is, for, on, my, and in. That's a picture of an igloo. And we've seen that in all our pictures and books we've read. Ink. Here we have an iguana. And here the iguana is in the sink. Oh my goodness. Let's read this book. I is for igloo. Do it again. I is for igloo. I is for ink. I is for iguana in my sink. What are the words that rhyme? Ink and sink. Good job. As always, you're going to circle the I's with a crayon, and you're going to circle the lightning words with a pencil. Look at the I in is. It's circled with a crayon, but the word is circled with a pencil. Remember to color your pictures with quality. Okay? All right, let's close out I with this last activity, the I book. Here we go. I go to the ice rink. I put on my ice skates. I skate on the ice. I fall down on the ice. Ouch! The ice rink is icy cold. So she's ice skating. Listen to this poem. I like ice cream. Ice cream is yummy. I like ice cream in my tummy. You see the words yummy and tummy are the rhyming words. All right, boys and girls. Last activity for the letter I looks like this, and we've done it plenty of time with other letters. You're going to trace uppercase I's. See those dots? You're going to make some. Trace lowercase i's, you make your own. Here you're going to circle the i's. Over here, color uppercase, lowercase I. Underline words that have I in them. And down here, if it begins with an I, you color it. Igloo, kite, ice, bone, flower, iron. I hope you heard those. Igloo, kite, ice, bone, flower, iron. Make sure you look and think about it. And right here, you need to draw a picture that starts with I that's not down here. So I don't see ice cream down here. I don't see insects down here. I don't see an iguana down here or an inchworm. So those are different things that you can draw. Remember, quality work. And there it is, boys and girls. Those things that start with an I and get your work done with quality. Happy I week. Let's make it quite intriguing.